roommates, bro. And see, that's gonna actually lead into the topic of today's video, y'all. So what's up? It's your boy Sule. You already know what it do. Back with another video, and I'm coming through. Alright, topic of today's video: how to be alone. Man, I swear, it seems like nowadays you can get no alone time. Like,
no! God, please, no! No!
alright, so yeah, you can't get no alone time these days. But real talk, no, I'm really just gonna talk about like why you should be alone, but also how to not go too far and become like some otaku loner, like popular loner type, because that's not what we're trying to do out here. All right, let's get into it. All right. Some of the benefits of being alone: you get to live life on your terms and your rules, man. When you alone, you ain't got nobody telling you shit, nobody in your ear, and that's really beneficial because that kind of leads into the next point: to know yourself. You know, you gotta think. You came in this world alone, you're gonna die alone. So it's really important to get to know yourself while you're here. So that's why just being alone at times is just really beneficial. You know, spending some time, maybe going on a walk or just chilling at home. You know, yeah, really just chilling, being by yourself, just not being around people all the time. Because at least I know that's an issue for a lot of people, because sometimes you fall into the trap of just being around people all the time. Start to become a chameleon. You know, you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with, and if you ain't around the best people, you start becoming just the worst version of yourself. So that's why it's important to be by yourself, to ground yourself, you know, reconnect yourself, and really just, you know, become more you. Because when you're yourself, that's when you're by yourself, that's when you're your most authentic self. You know, that's when you in the flesh, like, you know, that's when you all comfortable and whatnot. And you should really take note of the things you do when you alone, because that's really like who you are. So you know, just remember to lock in on that, key in on that. And you can't get that if you're with people all the time, so make sure to spend some time alone. And yeah, you know, like I said, you came in this world alone, you don't die alone, so you might as well get to know yourself. And that leads into another point. Is just like, you're not always gonna have people around you. You know, you got to be prepared to just go through some times when you're alone. Like I know for myself, like with COVID, just like summers and whatnot, where I would just spend a lot of time by myself, and it was really beneficial to a certain extent. You know, like it was really beneficial. I was doing everything I wanted to do. I was getting stuff done. I was being productive. I was just finding out more about myself, like learning. You know, I really got to know myself. I knew who Sue was, man. I knew who I was. And then, but the thing is, like for me at least, school started. You know, being on the football team and all that, I'm always around people all the time, so I don't really be having as much alone time. But it's fine because I make sure to have at least like a few hours a day where I'm just by myself doing my own thing. That really allows me to like ground myself, come into my own. But a couple weeks back, when I was living at somebody else's place, I didn't really have as much alone time, and it was starting to like fuck with me, man. Like just like the things I would do, I wasn't doing the things I wanted to do. You know, I wasn't staying focused on my grind. I was just forgetting who I was, and that's what can happen when you're around people too much. So you just gotta remember, spend some time alone, reground yourself, connect with yourself, and you just don't be a chameleon, man. But that also leads into another point. You can go a bit too far with this, as I actually did myself. Now, being alone is great and everything, you know, you get all this stuff done, but eventually you gotta remember, man, humans are social creatures. You know, we need each other to exist. That's just a fact of life. You can't, if you want to do big things in this world, you can't do it alone, like most of the time. So that's why you can't isolate yourself. You know, if you just on an island, it's trash. Like for one, you're not gonna be happy, because being alone all the time start to go a little crazy. I'm evidence of this. Like pretty much like when COVID first started in 2020, up until I went to college in 2021, man, I was alone. I'm talking like I would see friends a little bit here and there, but then everybody started going to college, everybody started moving away, and they're like, for a good like 5 months there, I was alone a lot of the time. You know, it was cool. You know, I was like doing stuff I wanted to do, just being comfortable, doing my own thing, walking around naked. But y'all get the point, man. But it got to a point then when I had to like go, when I went to college, when I was living in the dorms surrounded by people, man, I was a weird nigga, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Like, it's not like I was like a weird nigga, like doing like some like bad sus stuff, but it was just like the way I interacted with people, I just wasn't used to it no more. I was just socially awkward and stuff, and that's what can happen if you isolate yourself. You know, you just really forget how to interact with people. You forget how to deal with people. You forget that people are different, and you gotta, you know, learn to maneuver all these different things happening. So that's why gotta find the happy medium, y'all. Life is all about balance, so remember that. Spend some time alone, but not too much, just enough to reground yourself, reconnect, and always remember who you are. But yeah, that's all for the video, y'all. Spend some time alone. You know what it is. Sule. Stay blessed.